EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Bengals nothing. Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry here for Joe Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret. That any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the tackle.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fly a night dragon.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Bengals.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
49.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. The 20. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a toss here. Moss running to the left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. Wide open receiver complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
McDonald sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
For the extra point.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now left side on the swing pass. Bust through the tackle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mixon on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A.J. Green.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Cincinnati.
John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14. Bengals 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's McDonald to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the
16 yards, a first down. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going with Moss on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
And the Bengals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
John Ross, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he goes out right around the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, McDonald. Open man is Higgins. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
40-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play action. It's McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. McDonald. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 15. Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Canale. And he will have a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Good. Makes the score Texans 21, Bengals 13. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
For Houston.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Bengal first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
14.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, fourth in the NFL in 2018, ninth last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the Texans' 5-yard line.
From the 5, here's second and 2. A toss left, Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's third and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Bullock's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Moss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. from the gun. McDonald. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the gun, McDonald. 20! Able to find Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Moss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. On the right side, caught by Green. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
McDonald sets to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, McDonald, screenplay, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They go play action with McDonald. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
For the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
28-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down and inches. pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. On the toss, Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down now. It's Moss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.